The Barbados reunion is a remarkable tale spanning 2 centuries, filled with perseverance, determination, and the power of oral history and modern technology in reuniting families. After 200 years, the descendants of Harriet Skeet, Benjamin Binno Skeet, and the Skeet family from Barbados planned a momentous reunion, bridging time and geographical distances. This emotional journey honored our shared history and the enduring spirit of family bonds. The turning point occurred when Vicky Altman, a descendant of job Skeeters, left a message on Ancestry.com. Michelle Kennedy recognized the Skeeters' name from her grandmother's oral history, connecting the families. In 2020, Michelle Kennedy and Vicky Altman met Rashad Jackson, a descendant of Benjamin Binno Skeet, further solidifying their ties. The Barbados reunion exemplifies how oral tradition, genealogical research, and modern communication tools can bring families together, celebrating our ancestry on the island of Barbados.
All these young men here to celebrate with us. And so we thank you. On behalf of the Skeeter family and this time here, we want to present you with a cash donation for the school for $500. And we have a gift just for you. And we're sure you'll do exactly what's supposed to be done.
All right.
Thank you.
Blessings and love.
And this precious gift that we're leaving for my daughter Janice and I wrote our first children's book.
Yes.
It's The Adventures of Little Zaria, and
So
we talk
appropriate.
about the family ancestry here in Barbados.
Wow.
Yes.
So I wanted to make sure we gave you a copy. Yes, for your library. Yes.
Oh, nice.
We want to thank you for the monetary donation. It's going to go a long way. Okay, yes. Thanks again. And enjoy your stay in Barbados.
Thank you.
And I'll see y'all later.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
God that He laid it upon my heart to take on this task. It was a joyous one of reuniting family.
I'm a talker, but I'll try to stick to my 5 minutes. I don't know my father's family very well. I had not spent much time around my grandmother, Winona, Charles, Thomas, when I received a call in 2006 from a cousin saying that there was a celebration being planned for my grandmother Winona's 75th birthday. And she was insisting that all of the grandchildren, I be present. I hadn't seen her in about 10 years. I had no idea exactly where North Carolina I was going, but my cousins told me she keeps telling us you have to be there. So I bought a ticket. I flew from Chicago to Charlotte, and I drove to a town called Bass, North Carolina, where the party was. It's sad when you're in a room full of relatives and you have to introduce yourself, but that's what I had to do. So we had dinner. I spent time around uncles and cousins and all kinds of people that hadn't seen me since I was a baby. And after the dinner was over, my grandmother pulled me aside and had a one-on-one conversation, and she said, "Michelle." I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "I hear that you like to go to the islands a lot." And I said, "Yes, that's true." She had heard through the grapevine that I had studied at the University of the West Indies campus in Trinidad and Tobago. I went to Trinidad Carnival a lot, and she said, "Well, I heard something, and I want to tell you what I need you to do." She said, "My great-great-grandmother was from Barbados. Her name was Harriet Skeet. She came to America as a free woman, and she was sold illegally into slavery. My great-grandfather somehow escaped being enslaved. He went to the north, he came back south after the Civil War was over, and he looked for his mother and he never found her. All 4 of Harriet's sons came to South Carolina from where they were sold, and they could never find their mother. Winona told me that she grew up hearing stories about Henry Charles and how he would cry over seeing his mother and brother sold into slavery. And she said it's something that she had never forgotten. So that afternoon in October 2006, she said, "Now listen, it's just me and you. I'm not telling any of your cousins because I know they're not going to listen. And I'm not going to tell my sons because they just want to drink and play cards and mess around." She said, "I've never been on a plane and I'm not going to get on a plane. But the next time you go to the islands, I want you to ask and find out who Harriet's people are." And in 2006, this was before Ancestry.com, before Facebook. We didn't have the technology to find people on an island with 350,000 population. But I promised my grandmother I would do it.
say nice to meet you, simply because you're not sure whether it's nice to meet you. And if you've already said that, and it's not nice to meet you, then you can't take it back. But I can honestly say, it's nice to have met all of you. I am not going to remember anybody, well, of course, I heard of Vicky and Ravina and the Jordan family, etc. But it certainly has been a pleasure. I want you to enjoy Barbados. This is where you are genuinely from, and therefore you should take in all the sights, and when you go back to wherever you're from, whatever part of the United States, say please very proudly, my cousin is the president of Barbados. Yeah. And therefore, thank you for coming, and do enjoy the rest of your stay. Yeah.